A very good morning, students. Welcome back to Physical Science online class. Our third chapter name is Acids, Bases and Salts. Once again, I recall the total previous topics. After today's topic, I will explain properties of bases. Previous class, we already discussed about chemical properties of acids and bases. Then how to find out the acids and bases. Here we taking the acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and acetic acid. Bases are sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Listen carefully how to find out the acid and base. Every acid having the H plus ions. H plus ions. Listen here. H plus ions are called the acids and OH minus ions. OH minus ions are called the bases. Listen here once. H2O gives rise H plus OH minus ion. Here which having the plus sign, that is called the cation. That is the giving nature of ions. Then here which having the OH minus ions are called the anions. Then what is the definition of the acid? Which are dissolved in water that produces H plus ions are called the acid, which are dissolved in water which are produces OH minus ions, that is called the bases. Then chemical properties, acids and bases. How to find out these indicators are there. Acids and bases identification, some of these are called the indicators. Here we taking the indicators are blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, phenolphthalein indicator and methyl orange indicator. Here we taking the 4 watch glasses and take these solutions and dip it. Blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Once listen here, complete your textbook table 1, page number 34. HCl, hydrochloric acid. Then here we taking the first one is the red litmus paper. Red litmus paper, not there any changes. Dip on the HCl solution, red litmus paper, not there any change. But blue litmus paper, dip the HCl solution in blue litmus paper, that is turns into red litmus. What is the litmus paper characteristic? 2 types of litmus papers are there, red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. Red litmus paper bases, any red litmus paper dip on the base, that is turns into blue. Then next, any acid we taking, blue litmus paper turns into red litmus paper. HCl solution, then we dip on the blue litmus paper, that is turns into red litmus paper. Then phenolphthalein indicator or phenolphthalein solution, that is pink color, but we dip in the acids, that is colorless solution. After we put the bases, that is the pink color. Then methyl orange solution, that is turns into red color, that is turns into red color. Again sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, not there any change in the red litmus paper. Next one, blue litmus. These all are acids. Blue litmus turns into red litmus. Here phenolphthalein indicator, not there any change. That color is the colorless. Not there any change. Here next one is the methyl orange solution, that is red color. Next one, bases. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. These all are bases. Dip in the red litmus paper. Red litmus paper turns into blue litmus. Again, we taking the blue litmus paper, not there any change. Then phenolphthalein indicator turns into pink color. Methyl orange. Acids are red in color. Then bases are yellow in color. Acids are red color, methyl orange solution, and bases are yellow color. Next one is the olfactory indicators. A substance whose smell varies depending on whether it is mixed with an acidic or basic solution is known as olfactory indicators. Such substances can be used in the laboratories to test whether a solution is a base or an acid, and this process is called olfactory titration. Activity, reaction of acids and bases with metals. Here we taking the acid and base react with metals. Here metals are zinc granules. For the HCl solution, that is the acid that releases the hydrogen gas. Evolved gas experiment. This is your lab activity. Again same experiment. Here we taking the base solution. First acid, that is the HCl. Next we can take the base solution, that is the sodium hydroxide. Here same zinc granules and sodium hydroxide. Given substance is the sodium zincate and releases the hydrogen gas. Is the reaction of acids with carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates. Acids, here acids H plus ions react with carbonates. Here we taking the sodium carbonate, and metal hydrogen carbonate means sodium hydrogen carbonate. Acids react with carbonate, sodium carbonate, and next one is the sodium hydrogen carbonate. Acids are, here we taking the HCl, hydrochloric acid, and sodium carbonate. After reaction we can find out the carbon dioxide gas and precipitation. Two chemicals reaction after we can find out the powder like substance, that is called the precipitation. Here we take the two chemicals, sodium carbonate and HCl. After we can find out the carbon dioxide gas. Then how to find out the carbon dioxide gas? Here we taking the calcium hydroxide solution. That means lime water. Water entering to the small test tube, that is separated by the water and powder like substance. Here chemical reaction is sodium carbonate, hydrochloric acid. Given substances, sodium chloride, precipitation, water. Last one is the evolved gas is the carbon dioxide. What is here? Acids react with the carbonates that releases precipitate, water and carbon dioxide gas. Next one, sodium hydrogen carbonate react with hydrochloric acid, that is produced salt, that means precipitate, water and carbon dioxide. Here calcium hydroxide react with carbon dioxide gas, gives rise calcium carbonate, white color substance, that is the white precipitate plus water molecule. Again calcium carbonate plus water molecule plus carbon dioxide gas gives rise soluble in water. calcium hydrogen carbonate. Calcium hydrogen carbonate. Here metal carbonate plus acid gives rise salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Metal hydrogen carbonate plus acid gives rise salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. And is the neutralization reaction. Neutralization means here we taking the one acid and one base. Reaction after we can find out the salt, that is called the neutralization. Here one base sodium hydroxide plus HCl acid. Sodium hydroxide. Hydroxide is the base. HCl hydrochloric acid. H plus ions are there, that is the acid. Both combination, both reaction after we can find out the salt plus water molecule. Salt, sodium chloride, that is the in a common salt. Then water molecule. Acid base reaction after we can find out the salt, that is called the neutralization reaction. Plus base or base plus acid gives rise salt plus water. 87. Here we taking the some solutions are glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. What is activity here? Any substance or any solution produced electricity. That means H plus ions releases the electricity. Here we taking the some solutions are glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Here two nails connect with electric wires, red wire and black wire. This is the positive wire, this is the negative wire, and connect with AC plug like a switch. Then bulb. Here for the first one is the glucose. What is here? Not there any change, that bulb not glowing. And next pour the alcohol, not glowing the bulb. Here we pour the hydrochloric acid, that is the strongest acid. We pour the hydrochloric acid. Here iron nails and hydrochloric acid reaction after. What is this here? Iron nails are graphite rods. Iron nails are graphite rods. React with hydrochloric acid. Metals react with acids. Metal react with acids, that produces H plus gas. Then H plus ions. Here we taking the, not there any gas. H plus ions are released. H plus ions. What is the meaning of electricity or current? Flow of electrons is called the current. Here metal react with acid. Metal react with acid, that produces ions, H plus ions. That time bulb or on position, glowing position. This is one of your activity. Here we taking the substances are glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. But here only one solution is the use of the bulb glowing position, that is the strongest acid, hydrochloric acid. H plus ions are released, that time bulb on position or glowing position. Why? Because here H plus ions. Ion means that is the positive or negative. Here flow of electrons is called the electricity or current. Now today's topic is properties of bases. The properties of bases include nature of bases. Bases are soapy to touch and bitter to taste. Caustic alkalis are corrosive as they combine with oil and fat skin. For example, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Indicator properties of bases. Indicators are chemical compounds which determine the acidic or basic nature of solution by characteristic change their color. Indicator properties of bases. Indicators turn red litmus to blue. They impart pink color to phenolphthalein. They impart yellow color to methyl orange. We know that these all are base properties. They impact red color to methyl red. Chemical reaction of bases. Alkali absorb carbon dioxide from air. Alkalis from the corresponding metal carbonates by absorbing carbon dioxide from air. Alkalis means bases. Alkalis liberate ammonia from the ammonium salt. Alkalis react with ammonium salt to liberate ammonia, which is a pungent smelling basic gas. Alkali plus ammonium salt gives rise salt plus water plus ammonia. Alkalis precipitate insoluble hydroxide. All hydroxides with the exception of potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide are insoluble in water. Hence, they can be precipitated out from their salt solutions. Salt solution plus alkali gives rise insoluble hydroxide plus salt. Insoluble hydroxides decomposes on heating. Hydroxides of metals between calcium and copper decompose on heating to yield the corresponding metal oxide and steam. In this lesson, previous all activities, acids and bases react with metals, oxides. We learn, but in this activity tells us evolved gas is very dry. That time we using moist litmus paper. Activity 8. Acids produce ions in aqueous solutions. So, before going in detail, first let us know what is the aim of this activity and what are the operators. After that, we can see the activity completely. Okay? The aim of this activity is to prove that acids produce ions only in the aqueous solution. Okay? So, that means acids will produce ions only in aqueous solution. So, let us see why only in aqueous solution. In the material required for this all, dry test tube, concentrated sulfuric acid, rubber cork, delivery tube, blue litmus paper, sodium chloride crystals, water. Instead of water, we can take wet litmus paper. So, dry litmus paper is needed and then wet litmus paper also needed. So, if you take blue litmus paper, afterward just dip it in water and we can use it. Now, we'll go through the experiment. First, let us have a look at the material required. This is the rubber cork, test tube and small amount of sodium chloride crystals. Delivery tube, concentrated sulfuric acid and blue litmus paper. So, we need dry litmus paper as well as wet litmus paper. Instead of dry litmus paper, we using wet litmus paper. We dip in water, that is the wet litmus paper. Dry litmus paper, dip in water, that is the wet litmus paper. Now, experiment. First of all we have to take a clean dry test tube. We need dry test tube. Now this dry test tube we have to add some amount of sodium chloride crystals. Take a clean dry test tube, add some amount of sodium chloride crystals. Here taking 1 gram of sodium chloride crystals. Now we have to add some concentrated sulfuric acid. First of all, take the 1 gram of sodium chloride crystals and add some concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4 sulfuric acid in the test tube. So this is the bottle contain concentrated sulfuric acid. Add some concentrated sulfuric acid in the test tube. This is the bottle contain concentrated sulfuric acid. Now we are pouring few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid into the test tube. So this is concentrated sulfuric acid. Because it is concentrated, we should a bit careful. This is precaution we need. So we have to wear gloves while using concentrated acids. Okay. Why? Because it is concentrated one. If it is pills on your hands, will have irritating sensation and your skin get burns. So we should very careful while using concentrated sulfuric acid or any concentrated acids. Just now we added concentrated sulfuric acid to the test tube. Now we'll fix one whole rubber cork. We'll fix one whole rubber cork to the test tube. So we have to fix it. One whole rubber cork to this test tube. Now let us fix a delivery tube. One whole rubber cork after fixed with delivery tube to the one whole rubber cork and keep the whole arrangement for some time. Let us fix the delivery tube to the rubber cork. Keep whole arrangement for some time. Why? Because here we have added sodium chloride crystals and then concentrated sulfuric acid. So in between these two, the reaction will be taken. Okay, we'll fix the delivery tube in it. This delivery tube is also called as side tube. Now let us see what will happen in the test tube after some time. We are seeing that some gas bubbles are coming here. Yes, we are finding the gases are evolving. So that means the reaction have started between the sodium chloride crystals and concentrated sulfuric acid, that is the H2SO4. The product will be coming, that is HCl gas. Why? Because what is the reaction here? Sodium chloride NaCl plus H2SO4 gives rise. HCl gas is evolved plus Na2SO4 sodium sulfate. Sodium chloride plus sulfuric acid gives rise. Sodium sulfate plus evolved HCl hydrochloric gas. So this is the HCl gas coming. This is dry gas, dry HCl gas which is coming out. So now what we have to do? that we have to bring a litmus paper near the mouth of the test tube. See here, what will happen here? It is dry blue litmus paper and dry HCl gas is passing through the delivery tube to litmus paper. What will happen here? Dry HCl gas coming out, and here we kept dry litmus paper near the mouth of the delivery tube. So whenever that passing through litmus paper, no change, isn't it? Yes. We are doing this experiment. We have to do another precaution. That is, we should not keep your face near the gas that is coming out of the delivery tube. Why? Because it is inhale them. It will be damage our lungs or dangerous our lungs. Now we'll try to wet litmus paper. Okay. Dry HCl gas coming out of the delivery tube should not be inhaled. We already done using dry litmus paper, no change. Now we will try the wet litmus paper. We already done using dry litmus paper, no change. Now we will try the wet litmus paper. We knew that is dry HCl gas. Now bring the wet blue litmus paper near the mouth of the delivery tube. Here coming out dry HCl gas, we will keep the wet litmus paper near the mouth of the test tube or delivery tube. Now we will see the wet litmus paper is changing to red color. See that. Now bring a wet blue litmus paper near the mouth of the delivery tube. Then coming out dry HCl gas. What will happen here? We can find out the wet litmus paper will be color changed. Now we will see wet litmus paper is changing to red color. Yes. Wet litmus paper, blue wet litmus paper change into red litmus paper here. So that means the dry HCl gas is not responding with the dry litmus paper, but it is changing the color of the wet blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. So this activity shows that acids only in aqueous solutions, they produce H plus ions. So that H plus ions turns blue litmus paper to red litmus. Now our observations are, we will take that by bringing a litmus paper near the gas coming out of the delivery tube. What is that? By bringing a litmus paper near the gas coming out of the delivery tube. Yes. We notice that there is no change in dry blue litmus paper. What happened here? By bringing a litmus paper near the gas coming out of the delivery tube, we notice that there is no change in dry litmus paper. Yes. Whereas wet blue litmus paper has changed to red color. Dry litmus paper no changed, but we using wet blue litmus paper has changed to red color. Now we will write the equation. Sodium chloride crystals plus sulfuric acid gives rise sodium sulfate plus evolved HCl gas. Equation is 2NaCl. NaCl means that is the common salt plus sulfuric acid H2SO4. Sulfuric acid means H2SO4 gives rise sodium sulfate plus HCl gas. Upward direction of the arrow mark showing evolved gas. We know that some precautions of the chemical equations. What is the upward direction arrow mark showing evolved gas? Downward direction of the arrow mark that shows the precipitation. Here 2HCl evolved gas. Now we will make conclusion. The HCl gas evolved at delivery tube deviated in the presence of water to produce hydrogen ions. In the absence of water, dissociation of HCl molecules does not occur. HCl plus H2O gives rise H3O plus Cl minus. The HCl gas evolved at delivery tube dissociates in the presence of water to produce hydrogen ions H+. In the absence of water, dissociation of HCl molecules does not occur. We can see the equation HCl plus H2O. These both are reactants gives rise H3O plus. Plus means that is the cation plus Cl minus. This is the balanced equation. 3 hydrogens, 1 chlorine, 1 oxygen. HCl plus H2O gives rise H3O plus Cl minus. H plus ions does not exist independently. It is exist with H3O plus, that is hydronium ions. That is the hydronium ions. Finally, chlorine minus ions, cations and anions. I hope all are understood today's class. Thank you and God bless you all.